Before I start, the motion is this house will give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Set up. This house should give social service and skill training for gambling offenders because in many communities we experience too much addiction to gambling, and in that case we must focus on the positive side of things to give some special requirement of mental treatment and medication to gambler offenders. And for that, we have to help the gamblers to quit gambling as fast as they can, because if they do not stop right now, they will be the victim of money loss, job loss, and etc. And as the government, they need to track the active gambler to avoid many cases of gambling to minimize the gambling situation. As though the gamblers play gambling for many things, it already created many problems, such as many gamblers prefer to win by their own luck to have the prize that cause problems to play more until they feel relief with the prize. The friends of the gambler gave online loan, and for that the gambler must pay for what they gave them to the gambler. The government should take serious action on the gambling addiction around the world rather than imprison them without any clear explanation. Instead, the government can give them special treatment of social service and skill training to improve they are not into gambling anymore. Gambling can lead into poverty. It causes the victim feeling depressed that they don't have any money left to spend. This also concludes that their family will be threatened by the gambler's addiction that can cause the family to leave or divorce because of the gambler's behavior. Before we start the arguments, let's define the gambling off that will given social service and skill training in this motion. And as the goals, we need to treat the gamblers to avoid any more problems with a therapist that can give them some advice to quit gambling and focus on more important things in life. Give them gamblers a special requirements of social service and skill training from the commitment to quit the gambling addictions with several mechanisms, that is, to rehabilitate them and ask them for social service by give them psychology support, and not just for one time, but their family or relatives can help the gambler to stop gambling. And as the skill training from their self-interest, they need to have an appointment for their problems with the gambling problems, and as they attend the appointment, they will get money for the solution of money problems. And if they miss an appointment, they will miss their chance for an advice for social skill and skill training. And they must give something to the society for positive things that they were given after their treatment, such as volunteering some show that give them the downside of the addiction to gambling problems and help the society to found a new era with no gambling activities. Arguments. Why gambling offenders must receive social skill and skill training? Because they cannot handle themselves to quit gambling addiction, and for that they need help from the rehabilitator and ask them for a social skill and skill training for them to treat their gambling problems for good. According to recent gambling problems, there are still many of them doing it today. It is sad to see them act that way, and that's why we must give them social skill and skill training for gambling offenders. And that's why it is important for us to give gambling offenders some social skill and skill training, because they need treatment for their gambling problems, and the world will be free of gambling offenders. And that's why I am proud to support this motion.